What's up, boys? I've got a probably terrible build idea for you here today, and I'm going the Recon Scout, and I'm going to attempt to do a full electrical status effect build. Status effects overall seem fairly weak for the most part. I've done a couple interrogator builds where they've been okay, but I haven't really tried a full electrical status build, and I'm looking for all the light electrical weapons here with stuff like the bug taser and the stun sweeper and the stubby from Engineer. And of course I'm going Magma Core with the Recon Scout to get the massive reload speed and movement speed later on as I sit in the lava floors. And then I'm going to mostly ignore damage upgrades and go mainly for reload speed and fire rate for any weapons that have it. I would like to get the electrical conversion on the Zukov, but I do need to take status effects wherever available when I get good rolls on it. I will want a little bit of gold here, but I probably don't need a huge amount since there's multiple good light weapons for that. I'll probably hit at least one good thing in the first set of weapons, but one or two rerolls will probably be enough. So let's go to the right side and grab the gold that was over there if possible before I hit level 5. I do want to get the conversion on the Zukov, but I don't think I want to get it up to 18 because then it's just going to kill everything before I can kill stuff with the status effect. So I'm going to be kind of intentionally giving myself to try and make as much use out of the status effect as possible, which is probably a bad idea, but I want to see what you can do with it. Fire rate and reload speed are the main stats I'm going for to try and apply the effect as much as possible without killing them. None of these really interact with electrical. We've got the taser and the stun sweeper. The stun sweeper actually seems like an okay weapon, so let's grab that one first. I'm gonna need to pull some of these guys away, or maybe I can use a detonator to finish it. Probably not right now. So the stun sweeper doesn't use fire rate, I think, but it scales very well with reload speed being a single shot weapon. And it can also help pick up XP later on. I should probably grab the XP pickup radius here to have a bit of that early on and help me farm XP throughout the run. Got a damage here, which isn't ideal. I'll probably want to take the reload speed. It's a lot higher rarity. I guess I'll take it.
Landing zone ready. Impact imminent.
So Nitra XP, I can get some extra levels throughout the run with that. Reload speed is great. Main stat I'm looking for on that one, more reload. Paint job is pretty nice to help look for overclocks, and we do not have the electrical explosion. I don't think that's going to be super useful. Just going to take the salvage here for an extra 3 levels. That helps a lot with looking for the overclocks there. So I have the Morkite done. Still a bit more of the map to explore. I guess if I can get a lot of paint jobs for the Zukov, then I might go for the 18, since it'll be pretty weak while applying a lot more electrified stacks with that. So damage, rather have the reload speed. I guess if I don't get any damage upgrades for it either, it also won't kill everything, so that might be fine anyways. It's going to be a hard spot to get everything done in. Get some detonators on them. That's a pretty bad spot up there. I didn't see that magnet, oops. Reload for light is pretty nice. Every weapon I get should have light tags, so let's grab some movement speed here. Damage, I think I'd rather have reload speed. Set those guys off. Set some more detonators off up here. Need to head to some of the lava pools to get my passive up and farm XP for a bit. There's a decent amount of XP in the bottom right that I'll want to try and grab before the end. And then none of these are electrical. None of these. Bug taser is okay. It's terrible damage as a main weapon, but it's okay at applying stacks in a large area of effect. And that's mainly what I'm going for here, even though it's probably going to be terrible. So there was a bunch of XP down here. Got damage. Those aren't ideal, I think. I think global damage is supposed to work on status effects, but I'm not positive on that. So I'll take the higher rarity for that. Damage isn't ideal, but I will need the levels. Try and get the passive back up while I farm big shock stacks in there. Reload speed is preferable to damage. Do need to get some Zukov shots on those guys as well to push the damage. Not getting very many dodges there. So we've got damage, which isn't ideal. I don't think crit really helps that much either, but that will help my damage a bit more here. I am not getting very many dodges here. Need to get back to the XP that was dropping over there. But they're also ramping up quite a bit, so I need to be pushing the damage as well. Try and refresh the passive. There we go. Grab some XP while that's up. Reload is great for that. Pick up XP or weapon range. I think I want to grab the weapon range here to apply lots more stacks throughout the enemies. Reload is pretty nice here. Big damage onto electrical, and I believe that does work on the debuffs. Luck is pretty nice, but honestly, I'm gonna need the damage here just to kill them before they ramp up too much.
Guess what's on the menu? More bugs. And they're pissed.
I want to make sure I don't fail here since I have the build going. HP, sure. I'm gonna be taking a decent amount of damage here.
Threat level increasing.
Got some more electrical damage. I need to take a bit of damage here if I want to grab all that XP, which I do, and there we go, the stubby. So those are the weapons that I wanted, looking good so far. HP, I guess I'll take that over a damage roll. Got some fire rate that helps apply the debuff. Got some paint job, that's pretty nice to look for overclocks.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner. Stage 1 cleared. Be sure to spend your gold and nitro before the next stage.
Reload speed looks good. Paint job is not bad. Let's see, if I get that, I can get a green as well. Double reload speed looks pretty nice.
I'm gonna do something epic with this.
Get a little bit there as well.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done. Get to it, miner.
That guy in mission control, he really has a cozy job.
So we've got fire rate there, that's good. I don't know exactly which weapons are the best at applying these status effects, so I'm actually, I'm thinking about the sidearm overclock, where you reduce that weapon and then increase all of your damage. I guess if it just reduces the damage of that weapon, it shouldn't actually modify the damage of the stacks applied by that weapon. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't think weapon-specific stats apply to the debuffs. So in that case, sidearm should just be a damage increase to the stacks. I'm gonna need to ask in the Discord about that though. I'm really not sure on that.
That will teach you.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Go with the paint job over damage, +1 beams, minus 25%, but that's only to that weapon. But then that's also to weapons. I'm honestly not sure if that works. Taser is fairly low damage, so I guess I'll get it and try it. I don't know if you can see that on here. Shrug. Yeah, I have no idea on that one, sorry.
The supply pod LZ is blocked. Please clear it out.
That's gonna be kind of a rough spot to try and get that in the bottom left.
Yes.
Fire rate is pretty good.
Oh, this is it.
Scanner shows clear. Supply pod inbound.
XP, sugar, that's actually kind of cool when you're going to be standing in the lava pool a lot. That would be some decent survivability. Let's try it out and see how it goes.
Feels rare. Feels right. I'm not scared of you.
I do want to get a lot of overclocks for all the weapons, so it will help a little bit with that.
One down. Here, have a bullet in
So
that
crit chance, I think I would rather have reload speed to apply more stacks here.
Lock it in.
Obviously it's less damage overall, but it just fits the build a bit more.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
At this point, I probably want to look for some lava pools to stand in. I probably want the status effect here.
Bingo.
Gonna need a lot of that to make it even remotely
Bugs
relevant.
are getting worse. Move it.
Got some damage, seems pretty weak. Reload speed is nice.
This makes my whole life better. Attack!
That's a lot of wormy
Threat
boys.
level just went up.
Grab the reload speed, I need the levels. Crit chance, movement speed. I'll get a bit of crit.
I'm raring to try this out.
Some big mining speed, I could use some of that.
I'm a new dwarf.
big electrical damage.
You don't see these every day. Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of good. Alien scum!
Got some big levels. Kind of want that, but that's a lot higher.
I always waste my
And I
money
do want to
on
get all the overclocks possible here.
Watch it. The threat level is increasing.
Much better.
I don't think I want to hang around too much longer on this level, so let's finish that off.
Tasks complete.
I'm gonna have to take some hits here. Hopefully the dodge passive does work. Fire rate only affects 2 weapons. It's okay, but I think I might just take reload speed here.
Pretty sweet.
Crit chance, I guess, out of these.
Yes.
Time's ticking, Miner.
Don't think I want to hang around too much longer here. They're pretty ramped up.
I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Reload is nice.
I'm having an epic vision.
Fire rate reload will help apply a lot more
I'm
stacks.
climbing to 11.
Reload.
I'll take this one.
Crit chance isn't super useful, I think. I'm gonna see if there's some better
Nothing
stuff
for me
here.
Let's try again.
Reload is decent. Unfortunately, I can't get that one now, which would have been pretty
It's
nice.
for me.
Global damage, see if there's any other
No,
gold stuff.
try again.
Status effect is perfect.
This one.
And then fire rate's okay.
It's for me.
Pretty good shot there.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
I'm really not ready for this.
Fire rate, luck. I guess I'll take that.
I want it. Yes.
So I've got all the weapons that I wanted, and I've got a decent amount of status damage so far. So if the build is viable, this will probably be the run for it.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
That is not a good place to be.
Well done. You got them all. Too much crap to send in the supply pod. Clear out the LZ, please.
Your history.
Got some reload speed.
This works.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be
Seems
with
like
you
it's
shortly.
starting to take me too long to kill stuff, and they're just building up so many that I can't really AoE them down. Oops, didn't see that. Some mining speed, I'm probably okay there. Looking at the paint
Now
job
it's
for
my
the
favorite
taser.
color.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff here I can't really even move. Reload speed.
I'm a new dwarf.
I just can't really get to the supply pod. I can't really clear them out in an AoE. Yeah, it looks like my damage just wasn't enough for this run. Rip in pieces. Probably set off some detonators on the elites. I might be able to finish off this level with detonators, but I don't think I can get the artifact. That will get me an overclock. I think the stubby is a more useful weapon, so I'm just gonna take that one.
Level increasing.
At least there's some red sugar over here that will be helpful.
LZ cleared. Supplies inbound.
Crit chance I don't think really works for the status stuff, so I may as well take fire rate for the 2 weapons that scale with that.
I've been dreaming of something like this.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Damage, reload, I'll take that into the second overclock. More reload speed is nice.
Bring the fire!
Let's see, fire rate into the second overclock there. I don't know that that's a good idea on one of my better weapons. I think I'm just going to take the salvage into a fire rate here. Got some fire rate there. Electrical conversion, there we go.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner.
Crawl back to hell.
Unfortunately, I didn't see how far away the drop pod was, and that's just a mistake, but I felt like I needed all the XP up there with how weak my damage was. Ah, that was a rough run, man. Let's see, so 5.5-ish, 7, a little bit extra there. So it looks like about 50% more from the status effect, so about 1/3 of my damage was the electrical status. So it might have been doable, but that was a really rough run, and it kind of made me get greedy for the XP to try and get a bit more power. Oh well. What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be messing around a little bit with the engineer maintenance worker, and there's 2 possible builds I might try for here. The first, which would be a bit harder to pull off, is I want to go basically all in on the Shredder Swarm Grenade, where I would get that as my second weapon, and then as my third and fourth, I would get a drone and a throwable weapon to unlock the global upgrades for those categories. That would allow me to get a lot more reload speed and damage, and I think duration for the Shredder Swarm, since it has both drone and throwable tags on it. And then if I don't get that early on, I'm just going to go for some sort of elemental drone-based build with the fire, acid, cryo, or electrical drones. I will probably look for some overclocks with this. If I get the Swarm Grenade, I'll want to keep the gun platform on kinetic to get those upgrades. If I don't get that, then I'll want to convert it to electrical to scale up some more elemental-based stuff. One drone I would like to try out is the Thunderbird, which got some decent buffs in the recent patch. Well, not that recent anymore, but the latest patch, I mean. It got some big buffs too, those are both pretty good. It's very early on, so I will probably want the XP-based thing here.
A legendary! I knew today was gonna be good.
So the Thunderbird got some decent buffs in the latest patch. It got more targets, more damage, and a lot more shock stacks applied to enemies that it hits. So that would be one thing to try. So no swarm grenades, so I'll go with the Firefly and try out the elemental drones. Probably want to get the Acid second if possible, since those two seem like the best ones, since they naturally seek out enemies without needing an overclock to do that, which is pretty nice to have. Go ahead and see if I can finish that off now. Reload. Probably want the damage wherever I can take it on the Firefly. Drones only have damage and reload speed as overclocks available to them. Let's get the Nitra for some extra weapon levels. And reload speed is fairly weak on them since they already have pretty high uptime, 12 seconds versus 3 seconds reload time. So very weak stat on them. You want to take damage wherever it's available. Lifetime is kind of bad. It's okay on those, but the other stuff isn't amazing either. I think status effects are still going to be pretty weak damage on a build like this. So going to be ignoring all of that. Reload speed, I think I'll take it for the level. Not an ideal stat. I think they should just change the weapons a bit so that they actually scale better with reload speed. They could have them be stronger while they're out, but the base uptime is lower. Or they could have it so you can have multiple of them out at the same time, but that would make them a lot stronger, so it would be a bit more difficult to switch the balance around with that. But just something to make them scale a bit better with one of their only 2 level up stats that they have available would be pretty nice. Gonna try and keep the elites in range as I move around, since it's gonna take a while to get them down with how unfocused my damage is. Need a little bit more Morkite somewhere. Damage is fine. There we go.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
Gonna have to take a bit of damage here, probably. Damage into an overclock. Terrain or explode. I think that's okay when they're seeking them out. They'll get into the middle of the horde and then explode for a little bit more damage. Got some reload or lifetime. I think I will take a purple on the gun platform. Getting the electrical conversion and some stats that scale with that, like fire rate and reload speed, would help out my other weapons by increasing crit chance against enemies. I think I'll probably grab the reload into the overclock here, and there we get the electrical conversion to add the crit, and a small amount of AoE damage as well. Oh yeah, I have that big pickup radius, so I don't have to get that close to them actually. And we get a magnet anyways. So I'm looking for more elemental drones. Fortunately, the Krakatoa is insanely good, but that doesn't really fit the build here. There we go, the Viper is also pretty nice, and that will increase damage that enemies take. I guess I'll take a purple over a reload speed anyways. I don't really think I need more pickup, and damage is what you want on the drones. More damage. More damage.
Just what I needed.
Reload, I guess, for the level. These are pretty bad. Damage is nice. So that's what I would want to unlock for the Shredder Swarm version of the build. Bit of fire rate. That's quite a bit higher. Getting drone lifetime plus throwable reload speed would allow you to get a lot of those drones out with the Shredder Swarm grenade. Probably just the HP here. Those are pretty low value.
That's the one.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
One down.
Stage 1 completed. Well done. Taking you to stage 2.
Paint jobs are pretty good actually, since one of the upgrades they don't even scale well with. Luck is fantastic since you can get +1 drone legendary.
If it looks good, it shoots better. Everyone knows
I
that.
think I'm gonna see what else I get compared
Next.
to those. Paint job is again great.
Feels like a
Get
brand new
overclocked
gun
there,
now.
+1 drone, I'll take that
I'm
every
clocking it
time.
to 11.
I think out of these, I'll probably just take a bit of mining speed for
I
the
can't
early
get enough of
mining.
this rare stuff.
HP is not bad
You
though.
have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
Damn, I forgot my lunchbox.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Use those to mine out the Nitra, have the level up, knock them back a bit and mess that up.
I'm growing stronger.
Resupply prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles.
Dude buck down. Feeling much better now.
So I probably want the Thunderbird drone next if possible, since that has another useful status effect, doing a bit of AoE damage and increasing crit chance against enemies hit by it. I don't think I want any of these, even though that's a very strong weapon. Cryo would be decent. One thing with that is I'll get the electrical tags, but since I'm focusing these drones now, I probably don't want that. So I might want that just for better upgrades overall. But this was buffed recently and it does have a useful debuff.
Thunderbird, go!
Here we go. Prepare for impact.
Wow, what a shot!
Healing damage. Let's take the Pickled Nitra. Minus 18% movement speed right now, but pretty nice damage. Paint job. Definitely
Points
want
for
that.
style. Just what the doctor ordered.
It just feels a bit weird to me that Paint job is basically best in slot for drones and a lot of beam weapons,
Big
just
swarm
because
detected.
they have
Bug
such
'em and
weird
get ready.
scaling.
Suck on this, you freaking nature!
Reload. I guess it's close to an
This
overclock.
works.
Probably some crit damage here.
This makes my whole life better. Swallow this!
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Big reload. Not really that good though.
Have it.
So 15 versus 1.78. I've only improved the reload time by about like 1.2 seconds,
Shoot to kill.
even with that many upgrades into it and a legendary.
Oh yeah.
Probably the gun platform. That does apply to all 4 weapons. I guess I'll try it
Sure. Why not?
at a higher rarity. Damage into an overclock is pretty nice. Explode or circle. That's the only real choice there. Damage on the Thunderbird, sure.
I want it. Stuck on this, you freak of nature. Dwarves don't die easily.
Got some big mining speed. I guess I'll take that.
I've been dreaming of something like this.
Doesn't feel super necessary now, but it's the highest one there. These are really bad. Drone damage. I'll get an overclock
This
here.
one looks best.
+1 drone, sure.
Overclock time, baby.
Pretty big damage increase when they're at like 2 or 3 drones right now. Magnet towards the middle.
Let's show them some pie.
Those guys are about to die though, so I can't really explore much more.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without
Fire rate is okay. Reload speed is slightly better
Might as well.
if I can get level 18 on the Thunderbird. Let's grab the paint
I
job.
always waste my money on cosmetics.
There's an overclock for the Thunderbird that makes it shoot electricity to all of your other constructs. I'll take the drone upgrade here. So the more of those you have out, the better for that one.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner. Stage 2 completed. Taking you to stage 3. Well done.
But it's level 2 when I'm at 37, so that's going to be pretty rough. That's on the acid, not bad.
This works.
Paint job, can't afford that anymore. Crit damage is okay.
I've been dreaming
Don't
of
have that
something
much
like
left.
Get to work. There's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
Pretty high on mining speed, but it's always nice to have, it feels like.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
Big electrical damage. That's probably better than reload speed.
I've been dreaming of something like this.
Only affects 2 of my weapons that I'm not really focusing, but it's still a decent roll at least.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
I think the Thunderbirds were changed from 1 shock stack per hit up to 3. So 3 times as many shock stacks in the patch. So that is a pretty significant buff to them, on top of the damage and extra targets.
Obstacles, please.
Die, creep. Think you can kill me? Think again.
There you go. Delivery of 1
see that
resupply
coming,
for you, miner.
Nitra, fire rate, reload. I'm not really super keen on those, but that will scale up the pickled nitra a bit at
I
least.
rarely go for this one.
These are not great. I'm leaning towards this to look for a second overclock eventually.
I'm growing stronger.
Maybe I could get the mining turrets, which would help out with the nitra a bit. Damage is pretty good there. So I have 2 nitra scanners plus pickled nitra. Could be kind of risky later on, but my damage should be pretty high. I do have some nice mining speed to go with that.
We got a swarm incoming.
Magnet towards the middle.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
Damage onto the Thunderbird, sure. I
This is
think
a
I'm
rare
fine on
treat.
pickup with the early legendary.
Here, have a bullet in
The
the
scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Kind of hard to reach that. Maybe try for it later. If I can get some of the detonators over there to die, they might mine it out,
Say hello to
but
my
it doesn't seem like it.
Ugh, I got it in the mouth. Reidan!
Got some decent movement speed. I definitely need that with my current artifact setup. Pickled Nitra and 2 scanners. My damage should be great with that setup. I'm just worried about the super slow movement speed later on. I'm either going to run into a bunch of enemies with a magnet here, so I'm going to try and keep a wide berth. I have to remember the legendary pickup radius. That one elite is kind of getting melted.
I needed that.
That will put me pretty close to the unstable there. It's not great, but I would like to have the overclock at least.
Attack! Found some nitro. Think you could kill me? Well, think again.
Got some damage on the acid.
Smart pick.
I need to start working on that one Praetorian. He hasn't taken many hits. If I could pull him into the detonators, that would be pretty nice, but kind of a difficult location here. Let's grab some
I can't
HP.
get enough of this rare stuff.
I'm probably gonna have to take some hits here. Now I can probably stay close enough to get some damage on him.
Let's show them some pain.
And with all the detonators and the big pickled nitra, it should be pretty good damage.
The threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
About time to head for the magnets.
I'm gonna kill you all.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped
Big
and ready.
status.
Get on it before it leaves.
That will be kind of wasteful. I guess I'll try to show how bad it's going to be.
Give it to me. Feeling much better now.
Bit more status. I could really use some HP here.
Have it.
Reload, we'll finish that off
Mind
at
if I do?
18. Plus 3 drones. I think that's double how many it has currently.
Overclock time, baby.
Reload is pretty bad now. Drone damage is not bad.
This is a rare treat. Yeah. Hello and goodbye.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner.
Probably a bit of lifetime. These are all actually all pretty bad since I have so much mining speed, and that doesn't really do that much.
That's one for the books. Taking you to stage 4, miner.
So I'm trying to get the overclocks here now.
I rarely go for this one.
Damage is probably worth it.
This one suits me best.
That would put me pretty close to an overclock.
Let me try again.
Damage, I might want to keep the pickled nitro over that. Crit chance is decent.
Nice.
HP I don't mind. See what else there is. HP, sure.
one's so
Bit
mean.
of damage into a level for that one. I think I'm gonna grab that to
Now
dump my
this is a rare
nitra.
treat.
You know the drill,
It would be
miner.
very easy to get to a
Fulfill
point
your
where I
business.
just can't
Get
run
out
away
of
from
here.
stuff with the double scanners.
I actually think we're gonna make it. Ooh.
I would have liked to have some more levels on the Thunderbird to at least allow those to seek out enemies, but it doesn't really seem like it's meant to be for this run.
Here
scan just lit up a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Oh yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
It would be cool if they added some sort of upgrade for multi-elemental builds other than just status effects, since that's so weak right now. They could just buff them to be a bit better. That will put me one level away from the 18.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time. Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out. Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Got some reload. That's already maxed. That's one level away if I take that.
Don't mind if I do.
There's so many enemies I can't even move, man. That gets the 18 plus 3 drones. Very nice.
Bring the pie! You ugly son of a bitch.
Go through there right after the detonators. That will help look for an
Now it's
overclock
my
there.
favorite color.
Barely squeezed out of there with some careful detonations.
Got it right between the eye. I feel vitalized.
Might be a bad spot for the supply drop. I think I'm going to use that to kill the elites here, because otherwise I'm just gonna die with the spot that's in. I might die anyways.
Supply pod cleared. Impact.
Fire rate gets me an overclock there. I can check that.
Not too shabby.
Follow you around, sure.
This is gonna change everything.
Fire rate only affects the gun platform. Let's get a bit of extra healing. I'm getting kind of beat up right now.
Tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Paint job, I guess probably the electrical damage. I'd need another 4 levels after that, and it would be pretty good. But that's kind of hard to pull off at this point.
I'm growing stronger.
Not gonna play that super greedy. I am a bit slow here.
Gotta move on, Miner. Drop pod will head out momentarily.
Die, creep.
Stage 4 completed. Next stage is the Dreadnought. Prepare accordingly.
Reload will get me an overclock.
I rarely pick one of these.
+1 drone. I think I like the seek out enemies more. Makes them a lot more consistent.
I'm clocking it to 11.
Global damage is not
I'm gonna do
bad.
something epic with
See
this.
what else there is.
Next.
That would be pretty far away still. Let's see what else there
Let
is.
me try again.
I think I probably want to dump some nitra, so I'm not too slow here.
Don't mind if I do. Nothing for me here. Let's try again.
Reload, I guess I'll take that. I'm just gonna try and
Let me
dump a
try
bit more
again.
if I can. Nope.
Feeling much better now.
Destroy the cocoons and take
I
out
kind
the
of wanted
Dreadnought.
to get a heal there since I'm really low, but I also wanted to get some decent nitra upgrades, and I got a bit too greedy for that.
Loot bug down. Show them some pain!
Got some drone damage.
This.
I'm actually not sure if I can get out of this. God, man, there's so many guys, I can't even move, man. So we've got about 1 million burn damage, about 2 million acid damage. That's about 4.7, 1.5-ish electrical. So status is a little bit weak, but actually not terrible if you could have gotten some big upgrades for it. Artifacts could have been a bit better. Pickled nitra's good. The other three are a little bit on the weak side, but not terrible. But I was just completely surrounded there. There were so many enemies, I could only really go through the path of least resistance, and that still killed me. So I don't really know what to say about that. I shouldn't have gone into that area, but the game also doesn't really need to put you in situations where you have to choose between dying or dying, because that doesn't really make much sense from a gameplay perspective. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.